Welcome to Crafts Hawaii. Today I'd like to shoot a video where we're bedding a little more on the inside than the average bedder would be bedding. I know I made most of my videos for the average bedder, so that was like 44 inside, and maybe a player that would bet a little bit more, so the 66 inside. So today I'd like to make a video playing 110 inside and pressing back up, taking back so that we're not losing so much in the staying alive system. And if things go bad with the table, maybe using other options that we can do to stay alive. So I'm starting with a $500 bankroll, and I'm going to be laying out 110 on the inside. Okay, so let's get started. This time I'm going to work on the come out like I normally would if I was in Vegas, unless the table is really bad. And in this case, you know that I'm not in Vegas, so I cannot look at the table, I cannot watch some rolls, I cannot look at people got chips in their tray to know whether the table is good or bad. So in this case, I'm just starting cold, and so that's why I'm working on the come out and see what happens. So 5, that's 1 point that we made working on the come out. So we collect $35 for that 5. Two, 3, and like most of you know, I always call these rubbish numbers because we're not collecting anything on them. 6. So that's the second point we hit, and it's the second point we hit because we're working on the come out. Otherwise, that would be the first point that would have hit after the number was established. So we're looking for more numbers. Back to 3. 5. Winner 5. So that pays us another $35. So we took back 3 times. We got 75, 85, 95, 110. 105, sorry, 105. So we're actually only playing $5 now, which is a good start for us. So we're still working on a come out. 8. So I took 1 hit. This one would be pure profit, and so I'm just going to take the profit. 5. Okay, so I'm going to start pressing. We're going to make the 5, 50, the 9, 35, and if you've been watching my other videos, you would know why I'm making 35 over here on the 9. Okay, looking for more points. 9. Okay, so those of you that have watched my videos know that 35 on a 5 and 9 pays 49. So I'm gonna get some change, because you know what I do when I hit that 35 on a 5 and 9. I give the dealer $1 because it pays 49 and he's gonna give me 50. Okay. So this 50 is ours. We could press, we could take all this down and use the option of pressing down to 44 or 66, but we're just gonna play it out and see how it does. 8 winner 8. So 8 pays 35. I don't know if I marked it or not, but I'm marking it. So 8 pays 35, and you know my play for this is taking it up. Instead of 60, we're going to take it to 66. Okay? So sometimes when I got my bets all pressed up to these limits already, I get a little bit leery about working on the come out, but gambling's gambling. 9. Okay, so we get paid 50 again for $1. Okay, so we got paid 50. So what I'm gonna do is I want to press this up, and I'm gonna take from the winnings. I'm gonna press the 9 up to 60, and at the same time I'm gonna take from our wins, press the 5 up to 60. Okay, so we're looking for the 9. 7 up. Well, just when we're about to collect some good money, 7 up. But that's okay, we got some money. Take this down and give the house $110, and we'll start again. I hope I got that right. Okay, so when we had it all pressed up, we had at least $200 something out there already. Coming out 7. Okay, so we're working, so we lost. So another 110. Okay, still working, coming out 8. Okay, so 8 pays us 35. So take that win. 5. So it takes another 35. 5 again. That's another 35. So we collected 3 times, and now we're going to start to press if we can. The dice will allow us to start pressing. I don't like when I throw 2 craps in a row. I'm just a little superstitious, and there it is. See, just like I said, 2 craps in a row, I get a little leery about what's going on. So we lost that. So luckily we took back $105 again. So it cost us $5 to get back out here. We paid the house is $110, and we're back on the come out. 6. Okay, so we're collecting our 35. So that's 1. 6 right back, so that's 2. And you know, you may be looking like, well, you worked on a come out, and more times than not, you are hitting the numbers and collecting more times than the 7 came out. But you gotta know and realize when you're playing this, when the 7 comes, it's gonna take 110 from you when it comes on the come out. And if your point comes on a come out, then you're gonna collect 35. So you need to balance it off for yourself whether it's worth working on a come out or not. Okay, looking for a point 5. Okay, so that's another 35. So we took back 105. So we're paying $5. But we need to make money. We're not here only to break even. So 5 again. So because we're looking to make money, I'm gonna take a profit of $35 now, or $30, because we had 105. So 35, take $5 from there makes 110. We got profit of $30. Or take all this down and we got a profit of $135. Okay, again. Hard 6. Hard 6 pays 35. We're gonna take a chance. We're gonna give $1. We're gonna try press, and hopefully we can collect. Okay, so that was worth the press. So we got $66 now on our 6 that we hit again. So 66 pays us $77. So that's a good profit for us, $77. And we're still in the game. 11. Seven out. I would call this not exactly a total cold table, but choppy. If anything, at least choppy, but not enough to really press our bets up there. So I was hoping we could at least press a few more numbers and then take somewhere. So we need to give the house $110 from our profit here. We made 100, it's about $200 on that roll, but it's going to take 110 back. So because it's a little choppy, maybe we got to do something else. We'll try a few more rolls and see what we can do. 7 out. It's really choppy. Another $100 profit all the way back to the house because we were working on the come up, and that's part of the perils of working on the come up. You just don't want to catch 2 or 3 in a row because they hurt. 9. So if we were playing with $1,000 bankroll, it wouldn't be too bad. We could, withstand some of those losses. But we're only working with 500, and already we put out 110. So our bankroll will be down already to like 390. Okay, looking for some points. 4. That doesn't help. That does not help. 5.5. Second hit. 4. Rubbish numbers. 8. Okay, so we took back 105 from our 110. But we got to get over the hump. You know, we got to get over the hump where we can collect money and make a few $100s. 6. Take a little profit. You never want to have more down on the table than you got in your tray. 10. 5. Okay, so we hit the 5. We get paid 35. So in this case, I'm just gonna press this 5 up. I don't want to do that. I want to spread it out so that I have chance of making more money on 2 numbers instead of more money on 1 number. You know, I'd rather give myself more options in case a 9 should come. Numbers. Looking for some good numbers. 10. Hard 6. Okay, hard 6. Pays us 35. Gonna press it up. So $50 pays us 70. I'll take 75 for 5. And I'm gonna press my 9 up another quarter with that win. And I'm gonna take some money from my wins and press the 5 to 60. So both sides, 5 and 9s are 60. 6. Okay, so 66 pays us $77. Pays us $77. Oh, 7 out. 7 out. Just can't seem to get by the big press, yeah. So we lost. And that roll, we made $255 on that roll. Not bad, but we got to put back 110. So maybe we should start looking at some other options to do, because the table is choppy. I mean, at least it's giving us back our initial investment and a few dollars more, but we also got to put out 110 after that. So let's see if we use some other options that it will help us. So 110 back. Hopefully we don't get a 7 on the come out. 10. Okay, so 10 is a point. 6. So we got 35. We collect once. 5. Collect twice. 10 winner, 10. Still working on a come out. 9. Okay, so we win 3 times. And hopefully start using some options. 8. Okay, so I showed you these options in maybe it's strategies that I showed you, but all the videos that I showed you, you know, you can pick. It's like a buffet, you know. You pick a little bit of this, little bit of that, and that's why I said if you come to the class, we can teach you more things and design a system that's for you. But in this case, 8 came. We took back 3 times. We're gonna get paid 35 for the 8. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our option on the depress. So I showed you the 110 depress. Well, I'm gonna use it here because the table is just so choppy. So let's try and take some profit and depress some of these bets and see how we do. Okay, coming up. Oh, I'm sorry, 8 was the point, yeah. Okay, so 5 pays 35. We're gonna take 50 back. We're depressing down to 10. Okay, so we made a lot of our money back just by doing this, right? So looking for the 8, 5. Okay, so 5 came again. So now we're gonna get paid 15 for 1, and now we're gonna press them back up. Okay, so now we're on the repress on the 5. $10. $11. See, this is where the table is choppy, throwing us numbers that we cannot collect. $9. Okay, so 9 pays 35. Okay, so we depressed 2 of our bets already. We repressed this bet. Now we're going to take a chance and we're going to press it back like this. Okay, because we did depress, we did take back some profit. Now we're going to take a chance and see if we can repress that 5 and see what we can do. 8. Okay, so 8 pays 15 for 1. I guess I gotta get some change. 15 for 1. So now I'm gonna press this one up to $18. Okay, so now we're on the repress there, still taking some profit here. And made the point. So now we're going to be coming out. Hopefully we get past this roll. And no, we didn't. 7 out. Okay, we 7'd out. But we did use an option, depress instead of pressing. Because if we did, that's what would have happened again, 7, and we would have lost. So we're going to go back down to 110 and start all over and probably make this our last roll. But I just wanted to show you the pressing, and if the table is choppy or is bad, don't be afraid to use an option and start using the 110 depress and repress, okay, so that you can stay and make more money, okay, because we all like press and make money. But if the table is not working with us, then you got to do something. You got to change something, right? So you got to be smarter. You know, it's like the golfer who knows how to hit all the clouds, knows how to putt well. You want to become a better golfer, you need to use course management. It's just like shooting craps. You know all the payoffs, you know all the bets you should make, but you got to become table management. You got to get table management to make you smarter. Okay, it's not only about placing the bets and making the payoffs. It's knowing what options you can go to collect and still stay in the game. Okay, So just give that some thought. So we're gonna take 110. We're gonna say we're gonna give this table just one more chance because it's not really good. And like I say, when things not going good for you, it's time to take a break and look for another table. Three crap. Seven out. See, not good. It was gonna be my last roll. I should have not worked it on the come out, but like I said, reality is reality. 11. Aces. Kind of leery when you throw craps and 11 back to backs, and that's two crap back to back. So because sometimes I get suspicious, and I saw two craps back to back, and you saw it earlier too. I don't know, not be working on this come out. So last hand anyway. So okay, we would have gotten by, but that's okay. So 6.6. And the 7's right there. So I guess, like I said earlier, yeah, you don't work it, you get a point, and you 7 out. You might as well have worked it, right? So that's why sometimes I work it, because this is a prime example. If I worked it, I would have got the 6, but I waited like most people would. Then you throw a point, 6, and then the 7 right back. So it's basically almost like the same roll. Okay, so we lost that. We're out the 110. So we lost 2 in a row really quickly. So let's see what we got. We got 100, 2, 3, 4, 50, 60, $4. $464 is what we got left out of our 500. And I would say we did pretty well, even though we got only $464. So we lost like, what, $36. That's pretty damn good for as many times as we got hit with a 7 on a come out. We got hit when we pressed it up on, you know, so we still survived. We didn't take a great loss. And you see how bad that table was. You know, it was choppy, but it was more bad when you got hit with a 7 coming out, and like the last 2 rolls, you know, 7 out and then right back another 7. That took $220 from our bankroll right there. If not, we would have been winning. Yeah. So anyway, if you have any questions, put it in the comments, and I'll make sure I answer them. Thanks again for dropping in and watching Craps Hawaii.